Net hier op Weekstaal Vibes saam met my Venita is daar altyd net goeie musiek. En wanneer dit kom by goeie musiek, praat ons plaaslik, internasionaal, Engels, Afrikaans, dinge wat jou lyf of sal ek eerder sê jou body wil laat move. En vanaand gaan ons nie net praat van moving bodies nie. We are going to talk to the two people who decided to actually make that we can never be able to keep our body still when listening to good music. I am talking to Shawn Desman and Jamie Fine, and let me tell you, they're both looking extremely well today. How are you?
You are flirting with us, baby.
I need to. Listen, I need to make this memorable some way or another. And for me, it's just getting stamp of approvals.
I love it. I love that. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. The show that I do is called Weekday Vibe, and then I think we are definitely going to bring a vibe with our conversation. You already kicked it off with your song, Body. My goodness. Okay, my body could not be standing still. I have had the song on repeat. You have released a music video for it as well. Can I just say, I tried to dress up, but I don't know. The aesthetic of everything, I just feel like I dressed down.
But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's what body's about. It's about embracing all the imperfections, all the perfections. Literally, we wanted this song to be for everybody, you know, and you bring up the music video, and yes, it's a sexy music video. Obviously, it gets people going, if you know what I mean. But it's mostly because of Jamie, because she looks so hot in the video. So
Says the
just
guy
saying.
whose abs are being rubbed with freaking oil or whatever.
Listen, you both bring some aesthetic to the table. And I love how you said embracing the imperfections as I'm sitting here in the middle of winter in South Africa with a beanie that says always late but worth the wait. So I'm embracing that.
That's what my wife says. That's what my wife says about me too.
But you know what? We embrace it. And I kind of want to know, when it comes to the song, it really is, it gets everything flowing. It addresses certain points and certain topics in a very fun way, because we don't want to be serious when it comes to self-confidence. We don't want to be serious when it comes to reflecting on ourselves. So put a beat to it, and all of a sudden, yes, we're dancing in the middle of the dance floor, but we're also crying our eyes out, but we're loving each moment. Jamie, I want to come to you with the next question. When you decided to, and I'm saying decide because, Shawn, it's a privilege to have her on your music.
100. You don't got to tell me, girl. You don't got to tell me.
I feel the same way about him.
When you decided to actually take on this project, what is one of the things that you kind of wanted to embrace and put out there with this song?
I think it's exactly what Shawn said. I think, I don't know how long the song is. Let's say 2 minutes and 40 seconds. For 2 minutes and 40 seconds, the way I feel is sexy, and the way I feel is happy. And for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, I forget about the bills that I have to pay or the relationships I need to fix or any issues in my life. I'm just listening to a good song that makes me happy. And I think that that's what's been translated to everybody. Everybody who's listening to it for that 2 minutes and 40 seconds, the same way I listen to it, they just feel happy and they're okay for that little bit. And I think that's what both of us want to do with our music in general, whether it's making people feel that way or making people dive into something more emotional to help figure it out. I think we just wanted people to feel sexy and feel confident. As Shawn just said, I love the imperfections. I have a different body type, and listening to this song, I feel friggin' sexy. I don't care what anybody else thinks about my body. The way I feel about my body is beautiful. So I think that if we've accomplished that with one person or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, we've done our job.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And Shawn, for you, when it comes to, embracing the song and making you feel good, I am a very big advocate for dancing. And I love how your aesthetic is your kitchen, because I'm a very big advocate for dancing in your kitchen like nobody's watching. There we go. There's the pots and pans. But if you have to go and think of a place where you want someone to just live their best self and just break out and dance, where would that be for this song?
For this song? Oh my God. Well, this song feels like summer to me. I was like, it's the perfect time for this record. It feels like a beach. It feels like a pool party. But then also I picture like people at a wedding, just like letting loose to this song for some reason. Yeah. 100%. And I'm just so happy that it makes people feel that way. And I think like Jamie said, it's about just like forgetting about all the nonsense in the world right now.
Yes.
This world is so crazy and so messy at the moment that people want an escape and like a way to just like Jamie said, if it's just for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, just to get away from all that. And I think this song does that for people, and I'm so happy that it's translating in that way. So
If we have to reverse the roles when it comes to this song, like Jamie, you take on Shawn's parts, and Shawn, you take on Jamie's parts.
I want
How
his
would
abs.
you?
I want his abs.
Okay, okay. Well,
sing the
me too.
song,
Like I'm not even
Jamie.
gonna. Not the music video,
Yeah,
this song, but
yeah.
we'll get to the music video. But if you had to like take on each other's roles when it comes to this song, how would you interpret it? Will it be differently? Do you feel like it will resonate with you a little bit different? Like Jamie, we can start with you.
First of all, these are great questions. Who are
Right?
you? Jeez, my
Are
therapy
you
isn't
even real?
Thursday.
No, I'm
Yeah,
all
yeah, you're
AI.
AI. You're AI. You know what? It's funny. We were just chatting about this a little bit ago that um, when we were in the session, Shawn was really embracing how he felt about his wife. Um, and it was beautiful to watch that and how he thinks about how he sees his wife as like one of the most romantic things ever. I think that both of us kind of have the same sentiment behind this song and think about our partners when we sing it and when we were writing it, channeling that. So candidly, I think that I mean it's kind of one of the funny things about us is that we're different, but we're quite similar in a lot of ways. We see the world the
Yeah.
same way, we see our careers the same way. And so I think what's beautiful about this is that if we switched roles, I wouldn't see it any different. It would be the exact
Yeah.
same experience, I think, which I
Yeah.
think is what makes it cool.
Shawn,
I say the same thing, and
yeah.
honestly, I wouldn't even be able to switch roles in the song because, like, if we're talking about the way she sings it and some of her ad libs and stuff, like, girl, smashing it. I'm like, wow, she did that. She went there. All right.
No, honestly, when I heard the song the first time, my music manager played it to me, and it was kind of like I feel like it was Russian roulette with this song because she's like, "Guess who this is?" And Jamie, I literally had my ear pressed against the speaker. Then I was on top of the table. Then I was trying to look at a dictionary. I could like for the life of me, it's such a different sound from what I've
Mm.
heard from you. But
Mm.
I'm in love with it. And then I saw the music
Yeah.
video and then I couldn't picture anything else. How was
Oh,
that for you also to take something on that's not necessarily a Jamie Fine sound?
I
Yeah.
love that you just said all that because it was exactly how I felt doing this. I'm in my era of 1, 2, 3 jump. I'm in my era of saying yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and with this, it was such a no-brainer. But everything, the moments that felt like me stepping outside of my comfort zone was actually the most comfortable I've ever been, and that's due to Shawn personally and Shawn's team, who's now actually part of my team now because of how well it went. And I think that. You just said it. It's not a typical Jamie Fine experience. Music, I have no boundaries. Music, I'll go from a
Hmm.
ballad to singing on an EDM. So I have no, you guys really know me from If Anything's Left and a few other tracks that
Mhm.
are quite heavy pop, not quite as dance as this. But I've never had any boundaries with the kind of music that I'm writing or the kind of music I'm releasing. I always have had like a little bit of hesitation when it comes to the visuals. And so the
Mm.
music video was a huge, catalyst for me stepping outside of that comfort zone and it's experiencing or letting the world experience the side of me that I've never been comfortable before sharing, but it is a huge part of who I am. And it was his team. It was the reason I was able to do it was because of him. And we were laughing. I'll quickly tell you a story of when we were filming. I'm
Yeah.
like the part where I'm like rubbing oil on myself. Yeah, super not a Jamie Fine thing to freaking do. I'm rubbing oil on myself, and and like the lights are going and everything. And I'm like, okay. And then all I hear from behind the camera is, "Oh, baby, woo!" And it's Daddy Shawn Desman just getting me going, making me feel sexy. And it was one of the coolest, most amazing experiences of my life.
It is amazing what you can do when you have the perfect support system behind you, just rooting for you, backing you. Now, Shawn, you have literally, I think your list of achievements are longer than my mother's expectations for me. But I just need to I just need to actually ask you, like, from starting out to getting all of these things. Like, I will never say we get this industry under control, but we kind of find our space in it. What for you is one of those lessons that you've learned that you kind of also want to teach others through your music?
Wow, that's heavy. Honestly, one of the biggest lessons I've learned is like keep good people around you. And when you find your people, keep them close.
Mm.
I've been doing this 20 plus years, 30 plus years, if you count. I actually started singing in Portuguese, so recording music in Portuguese. And so it took a while for me to find my people. And, I have my people now. And I honestly say Jamie is one of those people. And like, just like trust your gut, like trust your people, find the right people. That's not so like the message I'm trying to get across with my music, but I think it's a
Mm.
message, it's an important message. I think just in life in general, if you're, whether you're trying to get in the music business or whether you're in the radio business or whatever it is, it's like, just have your people, man. And like, stay humble. Remember where you came from always. Because
Mm.
being famous is cool and like doing shows is cool, making money is cool. But what's the coolest is like impacting people's lives. And I think that's what me
Yes.
and Jamie want to do. We want to
Mm.
make people feel good. We want to make them remember moments. And I always say, when there's a day that I'm not here on this earth anymore, I want people to be like, Shawn Desman, yeah, he made cool music, but damn, he was a hell of a guy. Like, we
Yeah.
loved him.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yes, no,
Yeah.
100%. And I think that's authenticity is something that we really do strive for, specifically with this very rushed life. Like everything,
Mm,
one moment you want to send something to someone because it's
yeah.
breaking news. 5 minutes later, that's no longer relevant, and another story breaks
Yeah.
news. So, Jamie, you're actually coming back to South Africa. There was a little bit of a delay, but you're coming. Please tell me, don't break my heart again.
We're not canceling. We're coming to South Africa, baby.
Here we go. Well, Groot FM is open for you, okay? And Shawn, if I had to bring a bag or send a bag to Jamie, how big must that be for you to fit in it to come with?
Well, I'm not very tall, so if it was like 3 feet by like 3 feet, I think I'm good. I can
You can
squish in
squeeze.
that.
You can squeeze.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can squeeze.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just get my converter app because I'm in South Africa. I don't know what feet are, but I'll do it in centimeters and then I'll get back to you.
Centimeters, 90 centimeters by 90 centimeters.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I also
So
mention I'm not
basically,
good at math, so we'll figure it
so
out.
ba- so basically, you're inviting me to South Africa, is what you're saying, is you want me to come to South Africa.
You call it in my invite, I call it a slight threat, and if you do not come, whichever one fits most is the one that's the most
All
impactful.
right.
So
All right.
yes,
I
you
love it.
need to come. Jamie, you have to
I do.
you have to at least tell a story to him or make him crave South
No,
Africa
what?
like
She cannot rave enough about the
oh
country, about the people. She is constantly just saying, Shawn, you need to come. Like, you're going to love it there. You're going to love the people.
mm.
She's actually like looking for places to live in like South Africa. Like, she's trying to buy a place there. So that just says everything for me.
Oh
Truly,
my goodness,
truly.
you
Yeah.
are
And
making my day.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, and my South African fans, who I'm like the most lucky to have, are really falling in love with Shawn the same way that I have, and
Yes.
everybody has over here. And so, watching that and the support of Body over there has been really beautiful, and watching it grow is helping us really be able to plan for like a tangible. We're going on tour
Yeah.
together. I'm opening for him in Canada on his amazing tour that he's about to do in our fall, your spring.
Mhm.
So maybe next year, adding to the world tour, baby, we got to come to South
100%.
Africa.
Yes.
And I'm going to be opening for that girl right there.
No. We're going to be on stage together, baby.
I love how you both just like thrive off of each other. I want to actually see how in sync you are, because you're really in sync when it comes to music. So we're going to do two last things. I know. I wish we had a full hour. That just gives more motivation for you to come to South Africa and then come onto the show, and then we can have a blast live on air. Okay, 100%. So if I'm going to say a word, and then I'm going to count to 3. And then I want to see what you see as like a similar word. Maybe you guys are in sync. Okay.
So we each need to say a word on the count of 3.
Yeah, so no, but I'm going to say a word, and then you have to say something that is similar, or what that word makes you think of.
Okay.
And maybe it makes you think of the same thing. Okay.
Got it.
I'm going to say the word, and I'm going to count to 3, and then you go. Stage. 1, 2, 3.
Happiness.
Okay. There's 3 more. Night. 1, 2, 3.
Day.
We're breaking up.
You're doing so well. Okay. This one's gonna be easy. Body. 1, 2, 3.
Smash. Shawn. What are you saying? Jamie.
Shawn's abs. Shawn's abs.
I'll take it. And last but not least, South Africa. 1, 2, 3.
The best.
Yeah.
We got it.
You see that just gives exactly. That gives more motivation for you guys to explore South Africa together, to come through, have some biltong, have some cook sisters, have what else is here? Have some nice vibes, and we call a party here a jol. So come have a jol.
Okay. Yes. Love it.
And then specifically,
I'm waiting for my next braai.
There we go. Have a braai. Have a really great braai, and then specifically invite me so I can tell my mom I'm cool.
Is a braai a massage?
Yes.
Oh, I want that too. Like, yeah. It's like it's a barbecue, but they don't like when we call it barbecue.
No, because there's a whole tradition when it comes to a braai. It will take me longer than this conversation that we've had to explain to you the impact that braai has on South Africa. So I'm just saying it will actually cost you less to come and experience it here.
All right.
Last but not least, and I really want to do a little bit of a time capsule. If you had to sign off with a message for yourselves in a year's time, if we have to reflect, because you did say next year you're coming as a duo together to South Africa. So I want you to actually send a message to yourself 1 year later. And then when you guys, I am literally advocating for it. When you guys come back onto the show, we're going to play these messages and we're going to see what your aspirations and dreams for you guys were. Shawn, I'll start with you.
Wow. Oh my God. Talking to myself a year from now.
Yes.
Shawn, take the trips and take chances. Stay friends with Jamie always.
Mm-hmm.
And just enjoy the moment and take it all in, because life moves so fast, like you said, and there's so many things going on. That we sometimes forget about the little things and whatnot. So like, just take everything in and enjoy it.
Yes. Jamie?
This is so heavy.
Thank you.
I would say, me a year from now, Jamie, be happy, be thankful for what you have in the moment. You are where you're meant to be. And remember that you are who you surround yourself with. And keep good people around. And if you do that, then everything else will fall into place, as it always has. Trust the highs, trust the lows, learn from everything, and keep pushing.
There is no other words that I can use to end off this conversation that we've had than to literally just share that I cannot wait for all of the things that you've told yourselves to come true, and that we're going to reflect on them a year from now, and then we're going to have a jol, a braai, and we're going to have a lot of fun in our bodies.
Yeah, baby.
Love it. Yes. And with our bodies.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for this amazing conversation. I really do hope that you have an amazing music journey ahead of you.
Groot FM 90.5